I think so. Probably between 20 and 30. 225 or 235 certainly would have been more of a difficult chase, particularly if we had taken a wicket towards the end. India never really got away from us, but we struggled to take wickets. They kept up with the rate, put them in a position where in the 16th, 17th over they could take the game away from us, which is disappointing. We did a lot of things right today, particularly that platform that was set. Jason and Joss were brilliant up front and almost gave us a licence to allow ourselves to think about 220 in and around there, but the execution of our shots didn't really match up with getting to that total. We didn't execute them well enough. On a good wicket, short ground or small ground, we should be better than that. I'd say close to. I think sort of this series has sort of been pretty competitive, probably bar the first game. I thought they played extremely well in the first game, but they've been 3 different games completely. The first game they dominated, the second game we came back hard, but it was quite cagey, and then this game was a high scoring game. I think it doesn't necessarily expose us in one area, but it allows us to grow as a team, and it allows us almost to practice that competition base of playing in completely different dimensions of the ground and wickets as well. So I don't think we have to play a completely perfect game every time. We proved that in Cardiff, but certainly today they had their day. I think it's been competitive. I think the first 2 games certainly were, and today was. India were probably on top of their game today, and we weren't, and we were just short. Like I mentioned, we did a lot of good things today, and those 20 or 30 runs that we missed out on probably in the back end of our innings cost us. We just get an indication of how they play. It doesn't determine how they play in 50 over cricket, but certainly how they go about things. They're a very strong side, everybody knows that, and I hope it sets up a competitive one-day series. Yeah, he could have bowled 3, maybe 4, but it was tactical. We couldn't get wickets. I was just chopping and changing, trying to get a wicket or find a wicket, try and be as unpredictable as we could, and it didn't work. I think when you look, particularly when you're a batsman and you look at it, India stuck to banging out a hard length, so it might have got hit out of the ground, but they did stick to it until the far end where they went to Yorkers towards the end. And I think that's what we tried to replicate, because on this ground, taking wickets is a priority. So we watched them do it after we couldn't do it, and it emphasises that we need to be better at either putting somebody off their length or hitting length. Yeah, it is. Dropping Joe it's not an easy decision, and when you look up the balance of the game, we're trying to win the game on this particular ground. It actually came down to Ben's bowling option. If we had Joe as a 6th bowler when we needed it, because we needed a 6th bowler here today, an extra spinner against India didn't really match up that well. So that was the call that we made. The conversation, Joe was understanding, but obviously disappointed that he's missing out. Obviously that changes moving forward into the 50 over game. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Again, it doesn't mean that we're going to go and win games of cricket or have the divine right to go and win a game of cricket. We have to remember all the hard work that we put in to beat good teams, and India are one of those good teams. I think a lot. I think it's the first time we've had our strongest group together for quite some time. We've always treated it as a rest period to rest guys who play all 3 formats, and it just proves how competitive positions are at the moment. You know, leaving Joe out today, difficult decision. Ben coming back in, Davin Milan missing out, only being a reserve batter. Sam Curran not getting a chance. There's a lot of competition for places, and I think that gives everybody a nudge in the playing 11 to want to do better. Yeah, I think they have, definitely. From the first game in Trent Bridge, that took a little bit of turn, and probably suited India a little bit more than us. I thought Cardiff was definitely our type of pitch. We played 4 seamers and it went through and bounced nicely. Today on a small ground, it was just a really good pitch to bat on, and we didn't bat well enough or better than India to win the game.